Hi everyone, I'm Dom from Sony and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Explore Xperia, the series where I aim to show you some new and useful features on your Xperia devices. Today I'll be taking you through a new software update coming to the Pro and the Pro I, which is going to have a huge impact on alpha users who use the external monitor feature on these handsets. It can really enhance their user experience by bringing with it not only the live streaming capabilities but also some exclusive features that separate the Pro and the Pro I not just from the Xperia 1 Mark IV, but from literally anything else on the market to make these Pro handsets the best choice for any professional videographer or photographer out there. Let's start with the changes that affect both the Xperia Pro I and the Xperia Pro, and it all centers around live streaming from the external monitor app. Now this feature means that you can live stream to YouTube and other streaming platforms with your alpha camera, not only taking advantage of the large sensors and the interchangeable lenses of the alpha range, but also the 5G speeds of the Xperia Pro I, the Xperia Pro, and of course the Xperia 1 Mark IV. To turn your Xperia into an external monitor, simply go to the settings, go to device connection, connection preferences, and then in external monitor, just make sure the external monitor app is enabled. If you're using the Xperia Pro, you can connect your camera to the Xperia via a HDMI cable for maximum quality and resolution. But if you're using the Xperia Pro I or Xperia 1 Mark IV, you'll have to use an appropriate USB cable and activate USB streaming in your camera menu. Once you're connected, press the mode button, select streaming mode. In streaming settings, you can easily connect to your YouTube account and set up a live event, or you can fill in your custom settings for other platforms. Once you put in all of your streaming settings, all you need to do is press the green button and you are live. Now you can see how the Pro and the Pro I have been brought in line with the current Xperia flagship, but now I'm going to show you some features that are aimed at the working professionals out there who want maybe a little bit more from the external monitor app. The first addition to the external monitor app is the waveform feature, and this will allow you to quickly check not only your exposure in terms of luminance, but also your exposure in terms of the RGB space as well. As you can see, if I'm in a bright or a backlit environment and I sit here in my dark clothes and start moving around, you can actually see that information being displayed in real time in the luminance waveform down below. Now the reason for that is that my image is mapped horizontally on the x-axis of the meter. So the left side of the image is on the left side of the meter and the right side is over here and I'm in the middle. But on the y-axis, you're looking at a luminance value range from between 0 and 100. 0 being underexposed and no detail, and 100 being overexposed and also no detail. You can check the same information with your colors by using the RGB meter, and you can also customize how this looks on your monitor. So you can have it shrunk down in the corner like this, or you can have it all along the bottom edge. You can also have the luminance and RGB waveforms stacked on top of one another, or show them individually. It's really up to you. But what if you need something that clearly shows you exactly where on your image is under or overexposed? Well, that is where the false color function comes in. This is another tool to help you with your exposure, only this time you see your exposure mapped across the entire image. If you see anything in the purple color, you know it's definitely underexposed, and anything red is definitely overexposed. Your main aim is to see mostly greens and pinks in your image, and use the blues and yellows as a kind of warning sign that you might be close to being under or overexposed. And finally, we have one more update just for the Xperia Pro. Before, if you wanted information like your shutter speed, exposure value, ISO and aperture, you'd have to change the HDMI info settings on your camera and get this kind of look, which is useful, but now your image is a lot smaller. But now, if you have a compatible alpha camera and you connect via HDMI and USB, you can not only benefit from having this information clearly displayed on your screen and having a larger image, but you also have the ability to start and stop recording by pressing this button down here. So there you have it, the new software updates for the Xperia Pro and Pro I rolling out right now to give you some of the live streaming capabilities of the Xperia 1 Mark IV and features exclusive to the Pro range, making these devices worth including in any professional photographer or videographer's setup and workflow. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment your favorite feature down below, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Sony Xperia channel, and I will see you next time.